At the end of AVA 2, the most important thing happens. The Chosen One is in prison. He's trapped. There's a ball and chain on his leg, and he can do nothing to escape his prison. Now, in AVA 3, Chosen One escapes, and we are given the illusion that at the end of the episode, him and the Dark Lord are free. But the funny thing is, just as soon as the Chosen One escapes Alan's prison, he will create one for himself. The Dark Lord is both a blessing and disguise for the Chosen One. If it weren't for the Dark Lord and the Chosen One teaming up to destroy Alan's PC, they would have never been able to escape. Because they escaped together, TCO had a friend that he could rely on, his only and first ever friend. And together, as we see in the flashback, they destroyed the internet. They went rampage and they went crazy on Newground. It was at that point in time when TCO realized that he doesn't really want this. He just wanted to be free. He didn't want to hurt others. And he realized that the way he's hurting others is how Alan hurt him. But what can TCO do? He already agreed to this. He already started this. Him and the Dark Lord together. He can't betray his friend, can he? And for years on, TCO has lived with this guilt, knowing that many people have died because of him. And that's when we get to AVA 5 through 8. The Dark Lord makes the Virobots. And of course, TCO he's not vibing with that. Okay, because of course the guilt that he has from Newgrounds is still with him, and he's scared that this Virobot is gonna hurt more like him. Stick figures who just want to live and be happy, want to be free like him. And he's stuck between a rock and a hard place. It's either he let others die and that stays in his conscience for the rest of his life, or he stops the Dark Lord and he chooses to stop him. His first and only friend. He has no choice but to get rid of him because his morals and values have changed. While the Dark Lord still wants to continue their rampage, TCO wants to stop. He wants to change. He doesn't want to be responsible for more bloodshed, for more harm. He just wants to live his life. But the Dark Lord disagrees. Funny thing about this is that what united TCO and TDL is TDL's want to live. He didn't want to die. He was mad at Alan for just standing there and playing his little deck of card games, and TDL wanted to live, and TCO decided to spare him. But the funny thing is with the Virobots is that it's TDL's desire and want to just destroy everything, destroy the internet. And that's when the disagreement between TCO and TDL starts. But what's even better is how TCO spared the Dark Lord, who at first tried to kill him. But then, TCO lets the Dark Lord rampage on innocent people who have never hurt him in his life. TCO could have stopped the Dark Lord when he was rampaging on Newgrounds. But what did he do? Nothing. So what happened after that? Victim found out who killed Mitzi. And then that led to a whole bunch of complications down the line for TCO. After the fiasco with the Dark Lord ended, not only did TCO lose his best friend, but now he's wanted by Victim. Unlike Victim, who, well, was a victim of circumstances, TCO had all the necessary power to just run away and live life freely. But what did he do? He chose to rampage, he chose to hurt, and that was his undoing. He unironically caused his own capturing. Unlike Victim, who is never free from the mischief that Alan's other stick figures cause, is just because he's a victim. But TCO caused it himself. He was the reason for his downfall. He was the reason why he never gets a break. Now that I've talked about TCO, I want to talk about other Chosen One stories and how that relates to TCO, because he is the Chosen One. But what does that mean? What is the Chosen One of? And why is TSC the second coming of the Chosen One? Let's look at, obviously, Star Wars. Who was the Chosen One? Anakin Skywalker. But who was the one that caused the downfall of the Sith Lord? It was Luke. Now, the two scenarios are different. Whereas TSC evolved, gained powers, and beat the Dark Lord's butt, it was Luke's decision to spare his father that changed the heart of Darth Vader, and in that sense allowed the Sith Lord to be defeated. We don't talk about the rise of Skywalker. I mean, literally look at the names, dude. The Chosen One, the Dark Lord. Anakin or Vader was the Chosen One, and now he's following the Sith Lord. Dude, come on, man. It is so obvious, the parallels, dude. Okay, the Chosen One fought someone who sought to rule and destroy. Anakin did the same thing. Someone who sought to destroy and rule over the whole galaxy. And what happened? He had a change of heart, and the bad guys lost. Now, it went differently. In TCO's case, he had a change of heart before TSC was even like a thought in his brain cell, and Vader only changed because of Luke. But still, I mean, come on, man. Okay, now I'm going to compare TCO to someone who isn't a Chosen One, but he was destined for something. And that's one of my favorite characters in just fiction, Lord Shen. He's a goated character, but he was destined to be defeated by a warrior of black and white. And his thought process was doing every single thing he could to not have that happen. TCO, while not knowing his destiny, is the same thing. He did whatever he could to not be trapped in a cage. But the ironic thing is that's what he did. He escaped Alan's cage. He caused his own, with the guilt of Newgrounds destroying the internet, and the destruction of Newgrounds then caused Victim to be angry at TCO, which that means that Victim and his gang are going to go after TCO, and then they're going to trap him in a box with little softwares, and you go boo 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 boo, and then you buff Victim by like 1,000 times, and you nerf TCO, and he gets beat up and whipped and tortured. Like, you're cooked. And your buddy TSC over here is caged, and he found out he has powers, and he doesn't know how to activate them, so you guys are cooked. And Victim found out he has powers, so now he's going to cook you and your buddy. And then Yellow's he's cooked because he knows how to bring Alan here, and he's gonna probably beat up Alan, but Alan's not gonna feel anything because it's a mouse cursor. It's not Alan. TCO's life was trying to hurt and destroy. The first thing TSC did when he unlocked his powers was heal himself. He then destroyed the Virobots, which were out to hurt others. He then attacked the Dark Lord, and then he healed his friends. The Second Coming's life and purpose is just to have fun and be with his friends. That includes Alan. And that personality trait is reflected the most in my little guilty pleasure video, animator. No, I think it's animation versus Pokemon. Let me yeah. In animation versus Pokemon, we see that the Second Coming, he just picks up friends, all right, and he's chill with them. Even when his little Bellawesome dies, he looks so sad, so disheartened. But the thing is, they revive. You go to a Pokemon Center and they live. But he's so sad about it, right? Because it's a reflection of his character. It's an important aspect of him, how much his friends mean to him. And TCO had no one, but he eventually got the Dark Lord. But his morals, his wants, his desires, and how he changed goes against what the Dark Lord is now standing for, which is why he had to get rid of him. And what caused the Dark Lord's downfall was not TSC, because TSC would have never been there in the first place, never would have unlocked his powers if it wasn't for the change of heart that TCO had. And in AVA 9, a stick figure is about to die because of a rock that happened while TCO was trying to escape from like Agent Smith and Poopman. But he takes the time when he could easily be captured in those next few seconds to save that person. It shows his change of heart, how he doesn't want any more lives, any more casualties on his portfolio. But the thing is, Victim will never forget the one person, the one special person that he took away from him. And so until the end of this season, TCO is still going to be trapped. He's still going to be imprisoned, because no matter what he does, no matter how hard he tries to escape, the Chosen One will never be free. Alan, if you happen to be watching this video at all, please make more AVP. Please, I need more. I need this. I can't keep watching the same one video every single day for the rest of my life till I die. Please, I'm begging. Listen, I'll even give you. Listen. If you happen to listen, okay, I got some ideas. Watch this. Okay, this is TSC. Okay, this is TSC. And then he's with his Pokemon. Okay, this is Feraligatr. Okay, he's with his Pokemon. Okay, and he's chilling. Like you know how purple. Okay, purple every once in a while comes to visit the main 5. Okay, every video every once in a while. Okay, he pops up. Now imagine TSC does the same thing with his Pokemon. He pops up every once in a while just to say hi with them, just to be like, "Oh, Pidgey, what's up? Let's go flying together," something like that. Okay, and then they're chilling. All of a sudden, all of a sudden, boom, freaking Lugia, boom, Lugia's pissed. Lugia's pissed. Roar. Oh, I spelled that wrong. Okay. Anyways, Lugia's pissed, and then what happens is that Lugia's only pissed at TSC. Okay, and then he tries to figure out why. Okay, we don't know why, but then we get boom flashback. Lugia was like how gold he had Ho-Oh, right? We need the Lugia, and boom, Lugia was the owner of Maroon stick figure. Fudge. Maroon stick figure was the previous owner of Lugia, okay? Previous owner, but then what happened was he was abusive towards Lugia. So then Lugia forever Lugia was jealous of how the pixelated trainers treated their Pokemon nicely, and this stick figure was a menace, right? So then he attacked TSC because he thought that he was abusing his Pokemon as well, and it was like he was trauma dumping on the other Pokemon. So he tries to kill TSC, but then what happens is that they work together, and maybe like how the Blossom, I forgot, I recorded this like an hour ago. Maybe Heracross dies in this one, okay? And then TSC is so sad, and then Lugia looks like how like King Orange was looking at Purple when he was disintegrating Minecraft, okay? It's like that moment of realization where like, oh my goodness, I'm doing the same thing that happened to me, right? Lugia's like, oh, I'm hurting a nice trainer who who doesn't abuse his Pokemon. So, and I'm also hurting the Pokemon that I'm trying to save. Maybe not all stick figures are bad, and just this one is bad. So then he apologizes, and they make up, and maybe Lugia takes them like sky diving or flying somewhere. Boom. Yeah. Yeah. Boom. I just gave you the whole story to AVP2. You don't even have to give me credit. Just please make it. Or if you don't like that idea, if you want to tweak something about it, you do that. Just please make it another one. I beg, please.